Hey guys, so this is going to be my seed starting mix video. As you can see, the audio is non-existent, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover. I recorded about 45 minutes of content. I was hoping to make a 15-minute video. Unfortunately, nothing worked out the way I had planned, but I still wanted to show you guys what I usually use. About 80% of my seed starting mix consists of peat moss. You can also use cocoa bricks. Unfortunately, in my area, that just isn't as readily available as it is other areas, and for me to purchase that, it wouldn't be as cost effective. We did happen to find this one at a local Big Lots for $2, so I did purchase it, and I will be adding that to my mix this year, but like I said, it's just not as readily available in most locations, so I purchased peat moss instead. I like to purchase these big bales. Again, it's just more cost effective. You can make a large amount of seed starting mix compared to what you can buy in the smaller seed starting mix bags, which are usually filled with filler. I'm just going to use a large black tote to mix it all in. That way, if I don't use any, I can put a lid on it. And like I said, it does make a lot, so I will end up using the lid and saving some for later. Here, I'm adding about a third of this bale of peat moss. And I'm just going to slowly add water to this and break up the big clumps. Here I'm just explaining that you don't want to add too much water too quickly because you don't want it to be the final consistency. You want it to still be very crumbly. That way it's easier to mix in the perlite and the worm castings. So that's what I'm doing right now. And just like with the peat moss, I'm using about a third of each of these bags. And now that I've gotten everything mixed together, I'm going to add my final amounts of water just to get the consistency I want. So the final consistency, you want to be able to squeeze it and it hold together kind of like a ball of dirt. But you don't want to be able to squeeze it so much that there should be moisture coming out. The ball should hold together, but if you crumble it between your hands, it should fall apart. Again, it should be moist enough to hold its shape, but you shouldn't be able to squeeze any water out of it. You want it moist and not wet, but it should still crumble apart when you break it between your fingers. Close, this is what it looks like. Again, holds together in a ball, but you can't squeeze water out of it. If you drop it, it should stay a ball, but when you squeeze it, it should crumble apart. And you can see all the little pieces of perlite that are mixed in. And like I said, I did worm castings. So this is about 80% peat moss and cocoa with 10% perlite and 10% worm castings. So if you missed my short the other day, we did get our new 6-packs from Epic Gardening. They are pink, and I am going to take our new seed starting mix and get them all filled up. So these are the 6-packs I was talking about. They have great drainage. They're good for bottom watering. They do have large holes at the bottom, so that way it's easy to remove the seedlings when it's time to plant outside. I had a couple people on Instagram ask about the large holes at the bottom and if the soil falls through, and that's why I showed you the consistency of the seed starting mix that you're looking for, because if you have the correct consistency, it will not fall through. But I do have a discount code for Epic Gardening down in the description if you want to check it out. All right, I just finished filling all 72 6-packs that I bought, and I still have half a bucket of my seed starting mix. And that's still only 1/3 of the amount of seed starting mix that I can make in total with the things that I had purchased. Obviously, you can buy a seed starting mix right at your local store. However, they are significantly marked up and do usually contain filler. So for around the same price as a couple bags of seed starting mix, you can make significantly more just by buying in bulk and making your own. I will put up on the screen how much I paid for each item individually, that way you guys can see. But again, today I made about 1/3 of what I can make in total. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys next video when I start my onion seeds.